Dyna i chi waith tîm arbennig.
Job dda. Screwfix yn noddi Pêl-droed ar S4C.
Eiron Edwards as the post in pella ma'r peniad yn fawd ar Horan. Eiron Edwards! Mae'r bubbles yn disgyn am ben Connah.
Staying in Wales, it ain't going back to England. Not while on my watch, all right?
Ond mae cyfnod Andy Morrison wedi dod i ben a'r pencampwyr yn ansicr ar ddechrau'r tymor. Felly beth ych chi'n neud ar ôl colli rheolwr sydd wedi ennill y gyngrau'r ddwywaith yn olynol? Wel, mae'r nomadiad i penodi'r rheolwr enillodd y gyngrau'r 6 gwaith yn olynol. Oedd Craig Harrison yn disgwyl yn amyneddgar yn y cysgodion. Mae wedi camu yn ôl i'r goleuni.
Mae hwnna'n beniad gwych yn gefn yr hwyl gan Wild. Robel mynd i hyn! Davies yn penio mewn! A mae Wild i sgorio eto! A mae Wild i cael ei hat-trick! Dyma chi stori!
Croeso i Connah, croeso i gartre'r pencampwyr, ond dwi ddim wedi bod yn dymor pen i gamp i'r nomadied. A mae'r pennaeth Andy Morrison wedi mynd. Croeso ato ni y Seintiau Newydd sydd ar y brig. Nhw sy'n ma pnawn ma. Mae Tommy Morgan ma hefyd yn cadw cwmni i fi. Tommy, hyfryd cael dy gwmni di. Tipyn o gêm. Mae wastad yn gêm dda pan mae'r rhain yn cwrdd. Yw i'n gêm fwy ar ôl popeth sydd wedi digwydd. Andy Morrison yn mynd. Mae'r Seintiau 10 pwynt yn glir o Connah ar un o bryd.
Wel, mae'n gêm, angenrheidiol nhw ennill Connah pnawn ma os ydyn nhw am ddal nhw fyny. Mae'n mynd i fod yn gêm anodd iddyn nhw. Ond fi'n siŵr bydd Craig Harrison yn gobeithio dechrau dirnasiad gyda buddigoliaeth.
Yw i'n groesus ma, achos mewn cyngred arall, pencampwyr, 2 dymor yn olynol, yn y 6 gwaelod, y rheolwr wedi mynd. Mae hwnna'n swnio fel bach o broblem i fi.
Wel, mae fe'n broblem. Ond i fod yn deg, yn nifer anafiadau pan maen nhw'n chwarae yn Ewrop, maen nhw wedi dal mlaen i'r gyngrair, wedi colli gemau, ond dim ond gyda 1 gol, wedyn wedi ffindio'n anodd iawn i sgorio goliau, dim ond 6 gol mewn 7 gêm, mae hwnna'n gweud stori hunan. Felly, mae'n deyrnasiad, wel, chi wedi cymryd drosto wrth o Alex Ferguson y gyngrair yma, a Craig Harrison, fi'n teimlo bach yn flin drosto fe, bod yn onest.
Wel, mae profiad da fe, digon o brofiad gan Craig Harrison. Fel o'n i'n gweud, tipyn o ffordd o newid rheolwr. Chi'n penodi'r rheolwr mwy o llwyddiannus yn hanes y gyngor yma. Craig Harrison. Dewch chi glywed ganddo fe, cyn ddo fe gwrdd a'i gyn glwb. Very familiar opposition for your first home game in charge of the Nomads. Are you looking forward to it?
Yes, of course I am. You know, it's obviously going to be a tough game. You know, TS have started really well. You know, they've made some good signings, some heavy investment in the summer after obviously losing the league 2 years in a row. You know, they started really well, so it's going to be a very, very tough game. But I know, and we know what we've got in our dressing room.
How crucial is it to win, considering the gap between both clubs at the minute?
I think this moment in time, I got this question asked last week as well, and I think it's just important for us that we hit a bit of form. You know, I don't look at 4, 5, 6 games ahead, and you know, certainly not till the split at the end of the season. But you know, game at a game as it comes, and because it's important that we start getting in a bit of form and getting a bit of confidence, a bit of momentum. So I think it's just important that where we are here now is the most important game of the season so far.
And how's it been going since taking over? The big changes or little tweaks or any changes at all?
Nah, I don't think there's going to be huge changes. You know, I've been involved with a very successful squad, you know, and Andy's done a fantastic job. But he's, you know, for the 6 years he's been here, he's built a fantastic team and a club. But you know, there's always going to be little changes. You know, there always is. Different personalities, different people, little things here and there, but nothing major.
Brilliant. Good luck. Thanks very much. Craig Harrison yn barod amdani yn erbyn 20 glwb. Dyma pam mae'n gêm bwysig iddyn nhw. Craig Harrison ar nomadiad. Drychwch le man yn y tabl, mae'n drefiadol dros ben. Flint a'r Bala yn cael tymor gwych ar un o fi. Bala'n chwarae derwyddon eddi gyda llaw, felly byddech chi'n disgwyl treffoint iddyn nhw. Geiriau dewr efallai, bydd y derwyddon ddim yn cytuno gyda hynny, ond Tommy Morgan yn cadw cwmni i fi. Mae'r bwlch na'n drawiadol yn barod. O'ch chi'n cael sgwrs hir da Craig Harrison cyn yn gêm, Tommy. Sut oedd e? Beth ydw i ddweud?
Wel, edrych mlaen am y challenge. Fel ddyn gweud, os da ddim wedi cymryd y swydd yma, falle geir ddim siawns i gael swydd arall am nifer o dymhorau. Felly, mae fi'n gwybod pwy mae'r anodd ddim yn ei fod, ond fel ddyn gweud, mae eisiau bach o look, a falle praw yma gallu newid, i look nhw newid, cipio'r triffwynt. Mae'n mynd i fod yn anodd, mae'n rhoi stamp i hunan ar y tîm. Mae'n nhw'n chwarae 4-4-2 prawn ma, Harrison a Insol fyny yn y llinell flaen. Felly mae'n mynd i fod yn ddiddorol. Mae nifer y frwydrare i gael ar y maes na. Rhynt o, wedwn ni, Declan Poole yn ebyn Danny Davies. Doi chwaraeodd yn chwarae yn yr un tîm llynedd ac yn allweddol yn cipio'r campwriaeth i Quay Connah.
Danny Davies wedi bod yn golled mawr o ran Quay Connah yn gyffeiliad i'r Seintiau Newydd. Yw Craig Harrison yn gallu newid llawer achos mae'r tîm ma, Andy Morrison yn adeiladu'r tîm ma, yn ei ddelwedd i hun fel petai. Maen nhw'n gyfarwydd y chwarae mewn un ffordd. Ydyn nhw'n gallu bod yn newid pethau? Wel,
nhw'n credu gallen nhw fod yn mwy hyblyg falle. Chwn wedi newid y system prawn ma. Am y llwaith y reolwr, ych chi edrych ar y tîm i chi'n chwarae'n erbyn a gweud beth bydd cyfrifiadur nhw, beth yw gwendidau nhw, falle bod wedi gweld gwendid a na pam bod wedi chwarae Harrison a Insel fel 4-4-2 prawn ma. Felly, mae eisiau rhoi siawns da fe, achos mae bod yn reolwr yn swydd anodd iawn.
Digon teg, Tommy siarad o brofiad, mae'n yna. O, da ni Keith Moore o Dan James, neithwr. Mae da ni 2 yn yr ymosod i Quay Connah prawn ma. Sut fydd y Seintiau Newydd yn ymdopi? Da hynny, Sgorio, dych chi glywed gan i'r rheolwr nhw, Anthony Limbrick. Well, Anthony, it's been neck and neck between these two teams over the last few seasons. Are you surprised that you're, breaking clear at the minute, points-wise, from Connah's Quay?
Yeah, I mean, look, we don't really focus too much on the table at the moment. I think it still is very, very early in the season. We've just been really focusing on ourselves, making sure our performances are right, and having done that after the busy schedule that we had in Europe, I think we've started well in terms of results-wise. I still feel like we've got a lot more to go with the team, and that's pleasing that we've been getting the results so far, but there's still more to come. So, yeah, I think, listen, by the end of the season, you'll always see where you are, but I think we don't look too much at that and concentrate on ourselves.
It feels strange asking you about the opposition, but because Andy Morrison has gone, do you think there'll be a different prospect?
Well, yeah, we've only had one game to sort of prep for this. Obviously, Craig's had a great success at TNS and played a certain style in a certain way that might be different to what was there before. However, he has been with this team for a long time as well as an assistant. So, yeah, we watched the game obviously closely against Haverfordwest away. Took a few things and a couple of changes that they've made from there. But, yeah, we'll have to see, and we'll have to, I think, in-game coach and see how that goes as well.
And how happy with you with the way things are going for the new Saints right now?
Yeah, good. I mean, we've had a positive start, but it is only a positive start. And like I said, I think there's more to come from this team. There's certain areas where we can certainly improve on, and we look to improve on them every week. And I must say the players have been working ever so hard. We only sort of had 2 weeks in the off-season off, and to come back in and for them to be working as well and as hard as they have is a credit to them and all the staff and everybody involved in the club.
Room to improve, that's worrying for everybody else. Thanks for your time, looking forward to the game. Thank you. Ie, ni'n edrych mlaen yn fawr at hon y pencampwyr, Quay Connah. Wedi cael ei problemau, maen nhw'n cwrdd ar Seintiau Newydd. Edrych mlaen yn fawr am Danny, mae'n fyw gyda ni. We're live online, as you can see, as you're watching. So on YouTube, we've got English commentary, Facebook, Welsh commentary. It's as simple as that. Mae'n syml â hynny, felly diolch am ymuno. Gobeithio. Bydd hi yn dipyn o gêm. Ni wedi cael penwythnos cyffroes, penwythnos rhyngwladol o Gymru i gyngreiriau Cymru a Sgorio yn dilyn y cyfan. Ac yma, yn sylwebu'r Gymru neithiwr, yn barod i sylwebu'r bencampwyr uwch gyngor Cymru prawn ma, Malcolm Allen a Nick Parry.
We don't know what's next again, Tom. We don't know what's next at all. Have we?
Good afternoon and welcome to the D-side stadium in Connah's Quay, where the Nomads entertain TNS, or in other words, the reigning champions host the current league leaders. Anthony Limbrick Saints are 4 points clear at the top of the Cymru Premier, and Connah's Quay's new number one in the dugout, Craig Harrison, will want to stop his old club drawing any further away from the pack and his team. The Connah's Quay team in front of us, 4-4-2. Interesting, Tom, for Connah's Quay going 4-4-2 against TNS?
Yeah, we don't see them very often playing a 4-4-2 system, as opposed to the new Saints. They'll go 4-2-3-1. McManus is the key player for me. in that forward line. Great movement. Ben Clark comes in instead of the injured Leo Smith. So, you know, they've got some good competition for places, and Clark coming in there, a player who really shone for me last season.
Yeah,
got plenty of ability.
Some interesting battles there. There's two wingers who've played with each other for years, Ryan Brobble and Jamie Mullen, of course, playing against his old club as a right winger. Interesting one. The other side, Tom, don't know what you think about that. Declan Davis obviously played for Connah's Quay when they won the title last year against Declan Poole. That'll be a bit of a speedsters battle.
Yeah, certainly. Davis, I think, was 12 assists last season, scored some vital goals as well. Actually ran TNS ragged at Park Hall last season, although they lost that game. So a great battle between two former teammates.
And there is the man in question, Lee Evans. Happy birthday, Lee. 45 today. One of the most experienced referees and one of the best in this league, Tommy.
Yeah, absolutely. Very experienced, and obviously had a decent haircut before the game today.
Yeah, he's on form, no doubt about that.
Lucky the sun isn't out.
Craig Harrison, his first home game in charge of Connah's Quay Nomads. He was in the TNS dugout for 7 or 8 years and obviously won 6 titles. So, big game for Craig Harrison personally. Both teams take the knee. Connah's Quay take the knee. Mr. Evans blows up straight back to Oliver Byrne, and that is a Connah's Quay standard kick-off, Tom. Straight up to the big man Harrison. That'll be a key battle today. Astles and Harrelson should have a massive aerial duel this afternoon.
Yeah, that'll be very interesting to see how one pans out. No Blaine Hudson again for the league leaders with Chris Owens. He'll be throwing these long throws into the box without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, and the captain's back. George Horan will be up there, always amongst the goals. Aaron Edwards. Horan goes short this time to Callum Morris. Morris will try and get it back in. Owens, great ball across in, so leaves his mark and gets the first header. Mullen goes wide, will try and get a touch on it. Bright start. Edwards. Mullen. That sets it across and is headed away for a corner by Astle. So the first corner of the afternoon will go to the home team.
Some, you know, intent from the champions here. They had 5 players in the box there when that ball came in from Jamie Mullen. Terrific cross. Astles got it away for a corner, but certainly
key to Connah's Quay's game set plays, and Owen stands it up to the back post. Harrison stays, headed over the bar by Horan, I think, and he'll be maybe disappointed when we see the replay. He says he wants the corner, but that is right underneath the bar, Tom, and that could be the first major chance of the afternoon.
Well, interesting to see the replay here. Great delivery by Owens. Yeah, I think he might take a deflection off the top of Astle's head there, George Horan.
Yeah,
normally bags them from a couple of metres out.
Connah's Quay, Andy Morrison obviously, previously Craig Harrison was Paul Harrison's manager, and is anything in Harrison's game which most probably stopped him playing at the top flight of the English League, most probably, is his aerial prowess. Disney heads on. Astles. Foul given against McManus. Eighth in the table at the moment, Connah's Quay. False early, Tom, or every game counts and points is what it's all about?
Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, it's a great advantage to have over the reigning champions. 10 points, and if they win this game, it's up to 13, and that would be pretty much impossible for anybody to...
Yeah, I should imagine that there's a few managers, Colin Caton's and the likes, who'd like to see Connah's Quay take a point this afternoon at least. Davis gets down the line. John Disney. Great ball in by Davis. Chance. Brobble takes a touch. It's a great tackle by Danny Holmes. That early ball in. I think, Tom, early on in the first 3.5 minutes, as Harrison goes back against Keston Davis, we have to congratulate Robert Page and Wales last night, Tom, on there. It wasn't a three-pointer, but wonderful performance, Page and Wales, and a great point.
Yeah, terrific point. I mean, I thought it was a great team performance last night from Robert Page's team.
And obviously, Monday evening's game you could see on S4C again. And you could also, Malcolm Allen and Nick Parry are on the Welsh version of this programme you can click onto. Routledge, Declan Poole. There's that pace from Poole. Skips away from Routledge like he wasn't there. Harrison comes off his man. Edwards. I don't think there'll be any doubt in the Connah's Quay players' minds that they can beat TNS, Tom, because they've done it so many times.
No, that should give them a bit of confidence. But quite interesting for me, you know, the talk before the game was that Connah's Quay were playing a 4-4-2, but they're definitely not playing 4-4-2. John Disney's playing in front of the two centre-backs. So quite an interesting tactical battle out there as well.
Poole. Davis, great ball in. Edwards loses his mark and pulls it across. Enterprising stuff again from the reigning champions.
Yeah, some good defending there by Ben Clark.
Quick note and question, Tom, about the pitch. Who does this suit best? It's not the surface, what they're used to playing on at TNS, obviously, and the grass. It's not bowling green grass, Tom, this afternoon. It's an inch or two. Anything to do with any set plans of the home team?
Well, it could be. We don't know that, but it's still, I much prefer watching the game on, you know, grass than on an artificial surface, to be honest, and we'll see some proper tackling in this game.
Danny Davis throws it along to McManus. Horan tries to get there first and gets there first. Hooks it away to Redmond. Redmond to Brobble. Straight away you could see Danny Holmes is offering Brobble outside. He's stopping that one when he cuts in and whips it across with his right foot. Brobble. Astles goes back to Paul Harrison. Some big games in the Cymru Premier League this afternoon. 2:30 kicks-offs. See all the goals on Sgorio on Monday evening. Flint Barry, just a couple of miles away. Big game, Tom, for both clubs there.
Yeah, certainly. Barry having a bit of a disappointed run at the moment. 2 3-0 defeats. Not what you thought from the Jenner Park outfit. And Flint succumbed to a really late goal against Bala last Friday.
Yeah, and the goal was scored by David Edwards, of course, and another Welsh international joins the Cymru Premier League this week. Neil Eardley is on the bench this afternoon for Connah's Quay. And by the way, Tom, if you haven't seen the podcast, what Dylan Ebenezer and Sean had done with Dave Edwards, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, Dylan Ebenezer told me before the game that Dave Edwards couldn't believe how physical this league is. It's just quite interesting, isn't it?
I'm telling you, Tom, that was going back to that first game again. That battle he had against Clayton Green, that was a warm welcome.
Yeah, certainly was.
But he's enjoying it, and it's great to see. Marriott takes the throw.
Foul given there, though.
Davis.
It's already a bit of a chess match at the moment, Mark, between two teams who know each other so well.
That out ball there from Davis. Clark will be the main runner from midfield for TNS. I don't think Redmond and Routledge will leave. He's got the ball there, that's interesting. Whether he's caught him with his first leg, Tom, you are the VAR man. Lee, don't get your first big one wrong on your birthday, mate. Here's the replay.
Interesting now, Mark. Is it you or... I think his trailing leg got him, didn't he? But he did get the ball. First of all.
He's in a key position as well. Brobble is already over the ball. And Marriott has a Sweetest of left foots.
He's certainly got a wonderful left foot as Chris Marriott.
Oliver Burning goals. Only 3 in the wall, so if Brobble fancies a shot from here, it's definitely on. Marriott and Brobble having a chat. Brobble, overcomplicated for me.
Well, it's probably a training ground move, which didn't come to fruition, but at least it's something different. They want to test out Oliver Byrne because, I mean, it was a mistake by Byrne, wasn't it? Down at the Bridge Meadow last Saturday that cost them 2 points.
Yeah, that 88th minute goal by Ben Fawcett. Haverfordwest starting to get their act together and claiming points. The TNS are first in the table, played 7, won 6, drawn 1 with 18 points. And the Nomads, 8th in the table, played 7, won 2. 1-2. Wins are vital in this league.
Interesting battle already between McManus and the old warhorse.
Yeah, McManus.
Horan.
If he hasn't come up in a major physical battle in this league so far in his first season, he will this afternoon, no doubt. John Disney, as you said, Tom, tactically, he's not playing at the back like you said. He's pushing into midfield and making the extra man and almost making it a diamond 4.
Yeah. And it's Owens, Horan and Holmes, the 3 in the back, and Disney just in front. And what he's doing is he's picking Ben Clark up. When Clark makes those forward runs.
Which, by the way, Tom, right in front of us now, leaves Jordan Williams, Horan and Brobble one-on-one with the 3 defenders. And I'll tell you this now, McManus won't mind that. If Horan takes him up the pitch, 45 yards up that pitch, if he's one-on-one with George Horan, George is no sprinter now, by the way.
No, but he's got the cover with Danny Holmes.
Bala playing Kevin Druids today. Bala, I'm sure, would be very happy with a point here if they could get a win this afternoon to close in to 2 points. Davis. Clark, good movement from Clark and leaves Disney standing. Clark drives through, great ball in, chance here, Brobble, onside as well, pulls it back, Williams. Good recovery from Poole. Redmond, Marriott, TNS with numbers up for the first time. Clark ducks. Poole, out-muscled. Makes the tackle, and it had to be a good tackle in the box.
Yeah, Chris Owens did well there. Just hanging on there. Initially, Disney got the wrong side of Clark, and Clark made a really great positive run from midfield. That caused all the problems. And then Jordan Williams on the ball here. Poole just gets a little touch on that, and Chris Owens sweeps up behind him. Yeah,
we talk about individual battles in football matches, Tom, and this, especially in a Connah's Quay TNS game, because so many players, I think four starters, in fact, for Connah's Quay. And that's a lot against their old clubs. Disney hooks away. Marriott against Mullen will be another new against old battle. We have the Welsh Cup next week on Sgorio. We go to Colwyn Bay and Cardiff Met. That'll be a good game. And I think you're doing a game Wednesday evening as well, Tom?
Yeah, I think the Cem Druids game against home game against Aberystwyth Town.
Plenty of games coming up for people to watch.
Two teams who are definitely in need of points.
Byrne looks for Edwards. It's a great take by Edwards. Gets it up to Harrison. Harrison is definitely the big man, little man up front for Connah's Quay. Hasn't really paid off yet so far this season. They've only scored 6 goals in the league. Michael Wild has scored 7, their ex-centre forward. Disney. Edwards gets it across in the end. Big man hits it out.
That ball, Mark, needed to get in the box a lot earlier than that. I could hear Craig Harrison encouraging his players to get the ball in the box. Astles was out of the box there as well, so it would have been an ideal time to put a high ball in for Byron Harrison.
Seen some great international games this week and international goals, and them early crosses from wide, you have to be better for the centre forwards. The Lukaku goal was disallowed in midweek to win the game. Just a straight cross in. You're often left one-on-one as a defender then, and a centre forward. When you pull it back and you keep build up, it gives defences chances to get in. McManus. Danny Holmes. Great ball by Danny Holmes. Played in. Insel goes around his man. Insel, does he take it early? The shot was on for Insel. Holmes. Poole goes wide. Poole standing up to the back post, looking for Mullen. Marriott wins the duel on the back post. Think Jamie Insel missed the trick there, Tom.
Yeah, but it counteracts on here. 3v3.
Redmond. Owens. One of the most improved players in the Cymru Premier, Chris Owens.
Well, I mean, he's settling in, isn't he? I think is it second season now?
He was an academy player at Liverpool and Bristol Rovers, so he obviously has quality, and he's starting to prove his game. He's one of the quickest defenders in the league as well.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of Farquharson, who went to Newport County.
Yeah.
Quite nippy.
Priestley Farquharson obviously playing under a new manager now with Michael Flynn. Stepping down from the role at Newport. Aaron Edwards seen a lot of the ball on the left-hand side of midfield. Poole against Davis. Edwards. Disney. The passing's been excellent so far. It's just the last ball, again, closed down by Routledge. But pass-wise and the stat-wise will be interesting. There's Anthony Limbrick.
Yeah, certainly the home side have been in the ascendancy territorially. So far this season, Mark, though, just haven't had that cutting edge, have they? Only 6 goals for.
Yeah, and that's what they've been lacking, obviously. They need to start getting a run of games where that ball starts hitting the back of the net. Scruffy goals, long-range goals, anything, but they just got to do it more often. Owens, Insel again with the first header. The Nomads are unbeaten in their last 4 games at home against TNS, and they've kept 3 clean sheets against them. So the confidence is there. Poole again glides around the defenders. Chance here, Callum Morris. Horan takes it on the turn. Centre half who loves getting amongst the goals, Horan. Davis. Routledge.
Haven't seen too much of Davis yet, have we? Scored a few goals already this season, Davis.
Marriott knocks it long again. Clark has been given the freedom. It's a good ball across from Clark as well. Owens gets it well clear to Davis. Davis heads it back in. Williams drives the shot at Disney. Poole. Mullen.
Ooh, that's a yellow card.
Well, that's Keston Davis taking out his old teammate Jamie Mullen right in front of the referee. Lee Evans was policing that 2 yards away. Keston Davis obviously didn't see him because that's the easiest. Oh, wow. In Europe, that may have been stronger than a yellow.
Yeah, definitely.
He has just taken him out completely there from behind. Put yourself under pressure, Tom. There's 17 minutes on the clock. Mullen was going nowhere.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more with you.
Harrison has to be the target here. If he's gone to the back post with Davis now. Disney. Mullen dives in a little bit, but that's, again, smart work from Clark in midfield.
You just look a little bit susceptible to that quick counter-attack at the moment. The home side.
And that's what TNS are very, very good at. Redmond. Strong tackle. Has to be encouraged.
Oof.
Has to be encouraged. You get moans from the dugouts every time there's a tackle like that, but it was a great tackle. McManus gets it wide. Marriott, far post is Williams. Just overhit again by Marriott. Poole, when he's in full flight, he can leave most of these players for dead. Edwards settles matters with a back pass. Routledge. Yeah, Byron Harrison, the centre forward, Tom, is just getting a bit of a encouragement talk, shall we say, off Craig Harrison, and what he's basically telling him is you haven't won a header yet. You've got to start holding it up for him.
Well, he's won a few headers, Mark. What he probably hasn't done is when the ball's come into his feet, he hasn't been able to, get his midfield players into play.
Byrne. There you are.
Oh,
that's very interesting.
Well, I don't think Lee Evans there. I thought it was a foul against.
I thought it was a foul against him as well. He seems like he lost his footing.
Yeah, I think he got that one wrong, that's for certain. And a little bit of afters there between Edwards and Clark.
Routledge, Marriott.
I think Clark has got a point to prove this afternoon, Mark. Leo Smith has been a regular, obviously injured this afternoon, so he's opened the door for the youngster.
Definitely have to take a chance when you're given a chance. Offside flag is up already. No actual chances. 20 minutes gone by.
So one thing they've done, though, when they've played the high ball into Harrison, Insel and Poole, they're getting onto it. They're just gambling that he wins those headers. So New Saints will have to be on their guard, picking up the runners.
Brobble, tremendous skill from Brobble. That's good work in midfield from Aaron Edwards. Back inside to Danny Holmes. Insel. Holmes spreads the play to Disney. Simple ball was on from John Disney. That's disappointing. He had Chris Owens on the left side with the easy one. Went for the Hollywood one and it's out to play.
Yeah, I just misjudged it there. Poole was open.
There's Anthony Limbrick. It's a dream start to the season for Limbrick. It's football on Monday evening, 7:25 on S4C. It's the big one. Estonia versus Wales. Same sort of performance as last night. Should see us across the line Monday, fingers crossed. Davis. Mullen. Very early in the game, Tom. 21 minutes on the game. TNS would take a point here this afternoon, do you think? Having not got a point here in their last 4 visits?
They probably would, Mark. It would sort of be a big gap between them and the reigning champions.
They want to keep that gap. Great ball in McManus. Horan heads away. Aaron Edwards misguides his back pass and awards TNS their first corner of the afternoon.
It'll be interesting to see what they do here. Will they put Oliver Byrne under pressure? Marriott, so adept at flight in balls into the area. 4 assists already this season for the New Saints.
Yeah. It's Marriott and Brobble have gone across. They've drawn out Jamie Insel and Jamie Mullen. And it's McManus stood on the toes of Byrne. It's a great header away from Danny Holmes. Good work from Danny Davis. Yeah, again, it's be interesting to see the replay because for me, he's worked his socks off Davis, and does he get a toe on the ball? Yeah, left foot.
The birthday boy's not doing so well then, Mark.
And happy birthday, Lee. Yeah. as long as they're not major decisions. He gets the main ones right usually.
McManus has been really quiet so far. Hasn't really... What I liked about him, we did the Barry game, Mark, and he was coming off. He was bringing players into play. But this afternoon, he hasn't been able to do that so far. Can't say anything really good he's done in the first 20 minutes of this game.
I have to agree. Byrne. Oh, Horan doesn't give up on nothing at 39 years of age. He's still trying to get the flick on. It was a flatter goal kick from Byrne, but Horan wasn't giving it up.
Mr. Stretch those hamstrings there, George, quite a bit.
Centre-backs getting goals in the Cymru Premier this season, Tom. Emlyn Lewis at Cardiff Met has 5. Always a bonus if you're a manager when your centre-halves are getting goals.
And they're vital, aren't they? Having centre-halves who come up and score 10 goals a season from set plays, absolutely fantastic.
Horan got 7, didn't he, last season in the title-winning season?
Yeah.
I don't think you even cater for them at the start of the season. That's a big tackle. That's a big tackle. That's a yellow. That's a definite yellow. He's spot on there, the referee. Horan again taking a massive chance there.
Well, he's quite used to having yellow cards, Mark. I would love to know how many he's had in his career. He's had plenty of reds as well. Uncompromising.
David Edwards on that podcast said this is the most physical league he's been in. And I tell you what, David, you are spot on, son. Everybody is kicking lumps out of each other this afternoon. Horan says, sorry, mate. Marriott. Flatter kick this time, goes all the way through, just wide of the target. 25 minutes on the clock in the JD Cymru Premier League. Reigning champions, Connah's Quay Nomads 0. Top of the league, TNS 0.
Sort of died a little bit of a death after the opening 15 minutes, which in the last 10 minutes has been pretty dire. Neither team really been able to get a stranglehold on the game.
Yeah, early doors, like you said, there's strong benches. Absolutely strong benches. They're full of ex-internationals as well on the bench. Got the likes of Chiselvich, Robles, Tom Holland on the bench for TNS, and Neil Eardley, Ryan Harrington on the bench, and Craig Curran for the Nomads. So squads are getting stronger, Tom.
Well,
definitely a squad game in this league now.
If these two clubs haven't got strong squads, Mark, you've got to ask questions, haven't they? Because obviously they've ruled the roost for the last few seasons.
Clark's touch was wonderful then.
And McManus was dreadful.
I'm going to give Clark a big bonus now. That was almost Aaron Ramsey. Like, what a game last night.
Yeah, what a player. That gentleman is not Harrison, but Ramsey. Perpetual motion last night.
Yeah, there's a long ball there from Byrne again. In Sull as it runs through. Well, his goal, we got a chance to talk to it about it a little bit, like you said, because the game's gone a little bit flat at the moment. But Ramsey's goal, when he changed his foot for that first goal, Tom, most people would fall over. His balance have gone all over to the left-hand side, and he clipped it in. It was wonderful.
What I liked about it, Mark, is he actually started it off 70 metres from the goal. And then, he did a direct run into the box. And to have that kind of composure after a 70-metre sprint, that it was absolutely amazing.
Tremendous play. Edwards just misguides his pass again. The holding midfielders have done well so far. That's an interesting one. The last questions. Williams against Owens, a good race there. Yeah, I don't think John Williams is most probably the quickest in the TNS team, but I don't think he's going to run Chris Owens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a foot race there, but the angle went against Williams in the end there.
Haven't won in the last 5 games, by the way, Connah's Quay. 3 draws and 2 defeats. So they'll want a victory this afternoon, and they couldn't get a better victory to turn their season's form around. And apart from 6 or 7 of Oliver Byrne's long balls, which they're continually going to play, their football's been good. Poole against Clark. Poole's back post, looking for Callum Morris. Marriott. Chris Marriott always tucks round well, Tom, on the far post. He's a good defensive left back, Chris Marriott, as well as getting forward.
Well, he has got all the experience in the world, hasn't he, at this level. I had a long conversation with Craig Harrison earlier, and he just said you need a little luck, don't you? Today, you might need a lucky win, or just a win, just to set things or get things going again.
Well, I think there's a few,
because they've got plenty. They've got loads of talent, like you said, Mark. You look at their bench: Eardley, Curran, Jordan Davis, Ryan Harrington. So players to come back in as well. Aaron Williams, he's still injured. Jay Owen. So they've got a big squad, big expectations.
Davis goes back to Harrison. I think there's a few managers in this league will be in the same frame of mind as Craig Harrison this afternoon, Tom. Rhys Griffiths, Penabont, have only been defeated once, I think, but they've only won one in 7 games. And when 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, a win is vital. It's another interesting one there. Ben Clark will debate this one with the ref. Is that head up or head down?
If you look at the bottom 3 in the league, Mark, Aberystwyth, a third off bottom, they've scored 4 goals this season. Haverfordwest, second from bottom, 7 goals. Pêl-droed, 3 goals scored.
Great touch there from Aaron Edwards, and well played by Danny Davis as well. Yeah, you're right, Tom.
And the next worst 4 column is Connah's Quay with 6 goals. So it is, it's a vital part of the game. Just seeing. Oh, look at handball there, did he?
Fantastic touch from Aaron Edwards. He's been in the game. He's been busy all afternoon. Horan gets there first. Poole. Disney inside the Poole. McManus helping out. Edwards. Morris goes back to Danny Holmes. Owens misguides his pass down the line, and Routledge. Neat ball inside. Redmond spreads the play to Brobble against Callum Morris. Great overlap from Marriott. Marriott pulls it back inside, and that's the tremendous defensive work that John Disney produces when he does play in the holding role for Connah's Quay. Galloped back and got a ball away for a corner.
Yeah, like I said earlier, Mark, they really do look successful. I'll get out in a minute. To the counter-attack. Or in transition.
Brobble and Marriott again over the corner. Either option, right or left foot. Big man Astles must be the target. Astles with the header. On target.
I'll ask you a question, Mark. Where would your money be on who's going to win this game at this after half an hour? As you just see this corner coming in. Long range header there from Arsenal is never going to trouble Oliver Byrne. No,
well, absolutely, Tom. I could be a fence sitter and say the draw looks inevitable. You're talking about the break. I think Connah's Quay need to win it more than TNS need to win it, and that's why I think they'll go out and try and get the victory
and leave themselves exposed defensively.
I just think they got to close the gap. I think they got to close the gap. Craig Harrison said to you before the start, you've already spoke to him in an interview at the start, and he said we need a lucky or an ugly win, and I think they're going to try and get that. He will be more keen for the 3 points this afternoon. Byrne, Horan and Harrison will be the targets. Astles and Keston Davis are the markers. Great ball in from Byrne. Marriott again, defending well. He's done that 3 or 4 times this afternoon.
I mean, Jamie Mullen, again, hasn't been in the game, Mark.
Hasn't been playing regularly, Jamie Mullen, that's right. But I think Craig Harrison may have gone for experience today. Callum Morris there. Gives the free kick away in midfield. One of the cagier games of the season so far, Tom. Chances haven't been aplenty. It hasn't been no Wales and Czechoslovakia so far this afternoon. Brobble skips on one. Second defender. Yeah, you just have to excuse any language this comes across. Harrison. Tempo just not as quick as has been of the last few weeks in this league. Danny Davis. Clark will make that run again, but John Disney has tracked him all the way. I think you spotted that early on, Thomas. A good spot that Disney has come out of defence to do a man-marking job on Clark when he makes that run.
Yeah, you've got to remember, Leo Smith isn't here today, and he has created loads of goals running down that inside right position in the channel. And
Clark's been asked to do the same job.
Yeah.
Mullen. Oh, cheap free kick. Chris Sargent in front of us is having some fine entertainment with the fourth official. He's not very happy, but for me, the replay may show he shoved him in the back. Mullen on the ball. Here's the replay. There it is.
Mark, he went down a bit easy, didn't he? Let's be honest. Would you have fallen if he pushed you like that?
I don't think. I think the truth is nobody else has argued about it, so they've just accepted it. Chance now. Owens has to bend it in. Yeah, there's the false one first of all. The second one goes in. Aaron Edwards, it goes all the way to Edwards, and it goes for a corner.
Good delivery.
Edwards and Harrison. Many a title to share between them, many a European. Great game between them. Great ball in, just a little bit too much on it.
Definitely caused a few problems defensively, though.
Poole. He's got to stand this under the bar. That's where Horan's taking his position up, right underneath the bar. Poole. Fires it right in there as well. And I think Insel puts too much on the goalkeeper to give the free kick away. I mean, you're expecting that as a referee. So as a player, you shouldn't really give it away that easy.
Yeah. I'm not sure what's going on there.
35 minutes on the clock. Connah's Quay, Nomads, the reigning champions of the Cymru Premier League 0. TNS 0. Williams hasn't got at this full-back at all yet this afternoon. Williams. Marriott. Routledge to Marriott. Build-up play from TNS. Edwards. Davis inside. Good touch from Williams. Held off two players as well. Well played, Jordan Williams. Created a space. Routledge gets a shot off. Comes off. Just wide of the target. Superb play from Jordan Williams and Routledge then.
Yeah, patient build-up from the new Saints. Routledge drills the effort and George Horan gets a block on it and just goes wide of the post there.
It's Brobble again with the corner. Danny Holmes is marking Astles. Surprising for me. It must be freeing Harrison up then. Redmond, Danny Redmond. Tries one, Redmond! Great effort, Danny Redmond. Strides through with his left. Shifts it over to his right foot. And he's only 3 or 4 yards away. That's a great effort from Danny Redmond.
Yeah, instinctive play from Redmond there. Lifted his head and, you said, Mark, wasn't too far.
Very close.
Took it early. Probably Byrne didn't expect him to hit that one with his right foot.
Had a red card in this game last season, Danny Redmond. Poole. Yeah, just start to press a little bit more now, TNS, and see more of the ball. Well played, goalkeeper.
Again, highlighted.
Byrne just swept up well. Back post. Brobble. Great volley from Brobble. Good hands from Byrne.
I think that all stemmed from Harrison. We'll show that on the replay, but great skill there by Brobble to one touch and then a volley his left foot.
Holmes. Brobble at one stage last season, Tom, was unplayable in this league. Just hasn't had that consistency so far for the start of this season. When he's on his game, talk to a lot of the players in this league, they put him right up there. Disney. Oh, great ball. Poole with the first touch. Poole!
Offside mark.
Little bit offside, but a great slide rule pass by Disney. Declan Poole asking Danny Davis if he can defend, and he got the wrong side of him.
Yeah, a former winger brings the full back. They occasionally just switch off. Like you said, just drifted slightly offside there. Did. Just seeing the replay again. Must have been pretty marginal, that.
Very marginal. Poole, of course, scored that brilliant goal against Trevelyan a couple of weeks ago. Didn't win Sgorio's goal of the month. Jamie Veal. Congratulations, Jamie Veal, on Sgorio's goal of the month.
Yeah, it was certainly a good finish by Veal.
Harrison heads it back across. Horan's up there again, headed away. Keston Davis heads away.
It's good delivery, though, by Oliver Byrne there to Harrison. Wins the first header. Didn't go for goal, just put it back across a 6-yard box.
Yeah. Yeah, if I'm going in there now, I'm just trying to drag the big man away now, Astles. Stand somebody on his toes, stop his jump, because they freed him up against TNS. So they have to avoid Astles with this corner. In it goes. Astles heads away. It's just too easy to see it happening every time. Oh, good pace from Redmond. Owens, exceptional there. Holmes, Callum Morris. Again, the ball didn't go in early, but Poole goes to the line, pulls it back across. Poole, Mullen against Marriott. Mullen stands it up. Insel, another cross cleared by TNS. Brobble, Redmond. Danny Redmond starting to get the ball a lot more for TNS. 41 minutes, Tom. Flown by,
but neither keeper had a save to make.
Yeah.
Of any note.
Well, it's a big boxing evening tonight, and this has been a sparring match so far, Tom. But nothing like any knockout attempts. Redmond most probably the closest. Marriott. Davis, Danny Davis. Horan gets there first before McManus. Good ball from Davis. They're trying to push the full-backs on now, TNS, and they're just keeping Routledge and Redmond as the two holders in front of the centre halves. Great ball, Clark. Clark against Disney again. Disney gets the tackle in. It's been a good battle, that one. Brobble to the back post. Marriott all over the full.
Yeah, good defending by Mullen, though.
Yeah, Mullen's tracked 70 yards there and tracked his ex-teammate all the way, and Marriott just a little bit too physical on the back post there.
Yeah, good vision by Brobble, though. A decent ball into that far post. Like you said, good run by Marriott, who loves to get forward.
Yeah, who would have said, Tom, that after 7.5 games, only Kevin Druids and Aberystwyth have scored less goals than the reigning champions? You'd have had long odds on that one.
You certainly would have.
Again, Davis beats Harrison in the air. Holmes. Surprisingly, never elected to go back to Byrne then, and Byrne holds his hands up to Craig Harrison and say, why?
Yeah, I think Holmes thought putting it on Byrne's right foot might not have been a good idea, being predominantly a left-footed Byrne.
Davis. Redmond. Games between two teams at the top don't always define titles.
No, they give you a good insight to how good both sides are, Mark.
Yeah.
And there's nothing, on what we witnessed so far, 44 minutes, not a lot to choose between these two teams, is there?
That's right. And so the 10 points and the 8 places in the league is quite surprising, the way Connah's Quay have played so far this afternoon. Edwards gets the flick on out of play.
In defence of Connah's Quay, though, Mark, they've had a lot of injuries. And obviously lost a lot of players leaving the club. Danny Davis, Michael Wilde, 2 examples there for you. So it hasn't been easy for them. And on the other hand, McManus has joined the new Saints, and they've had a steady team week in, week out.
McManus, yeah, they had a good start. They had a great run in Europe, didn't they? Very unfortunate to go out in the qualifying round before the group stages. 1 added minute from the 4th official, Thomas Owen. Routledge. Redmond, who's conducted most things for TNS from midfield when they have been on it. Davis, Clark against Disney again. Clark plays it across. McManus on the edge. Can McManus tee up a shot? Gets a shot off! Oh, great turn! Flying into the top corner that before the goalkeeper Byrne gets a great hand on it. Most probably the best bit of football in the whole 45 minutes. Brilliant turn from McManus. Great strike. Tipped over by Oliver Byrne.
Yeah, McManus shows his quality here. Lovely turn. Nobody near him. Morris goes to close him down. And that's, a shot on target.
Corner in this time. Again, Byrne punches clear. Clark on the edge. Insel gets the block down. Half-time whistle from Lee Evans. Most entertainment coming in the last 30 seconds of the half. The score at the Deeside Stadium at half-time is Connah's Quay Nomads 0, TNS 0. And we look forward to seeing you again in the second period.
Croes yn lot o ni. Ilan y dyfrdwy, di-sgôr ar yr egwyl. Tommy Morgan gyda fi, wedi bod yn sylwebu ar y botwm coch. Di-sgôr, di-fflach, yw hwnna'n deg, Tommy?
Wel, nhw dyn o'i fyny eiliad cyn yr egwyl fyna gyda McManus yn taro un ergyd ar y darget.
Mae'n gynnar i fod yn deg, felly mae'n ar esgus. Yn gystadleuol, yn amlwg, yn gorfforol, lot o tackles yn mynd mewn, ond beth oedd y broblem o ran y cyffro falle yn yr hanner cyntaf yna?
Wel, mae fel gêm o wyddbwyll yn i. Chofn nhw'n chwarae gilydd mor aml, maen nhw'n nabod eich o reifwyr, maen nhw'n gwybod beth i'r cryfderau, gwendidau nhw, felly mae'r ddau dîm yn negyddu i hunain allan. Bachgen fi'n credu gallu agor y gêm fyny, Ben Clark, mae wedi cael un ddoi rediad da mewn i'r cwrt Cosby. Mae Mullen wedi bod yn dawel, Poole wedi cael unwaith neu ddwy rhyw fflach lawr yr asgell chwith, ond chi'n meddwl mae camgymeriad bydd falle neu rhyw fflach o genius wrth y rhywun fel McManus o heb cael cic yn y gêm dan yr ergyn na nath fwrw'r targed.
Ie, cagey yw'r term yn Saesneg. Yn amlwg, dewch ni edrych ar beth sydd i ddod gweddill y pnawn o ran uwch gyngrau'r Cymru. Digon o gemau i ddod, Aberystwyth, mae'n problemau iddyn nhw lawr yn y gwaelodion. Os ni'n sôn am problemau yn y gwaelodion, dyrwyddon cefn sydd yn mwyaf, 16 colled ynol. Os chi'n mynd ôl i dymor diwetha hefyd, mae'r bala mynd yn wych ar hyn o bryd. Bydd i'n ddefyr yn Dre Newydd a Pen y Bont. Da'n dîm gystadleuol ar ddechrau'r tymor. Falle mae'r... Mae'n ofyn i Tommy, Flint y Bari fydd hwnna'n gêm ddefyr ffrawn yma.
Bydd i'n Flint yn colli yn hwyr yn erbyn y bala yn ei gêm diwetha. Bari, fi'n siŵr beth sy'n digwydd fyny, herwydd dwy golled o 2 gol i ddim yn y cwpan a gatre San diwetha yn erbyn y Dre Newydd, ond bydd hwnna'n gêm ddiddorol hefyd yn y Dre Newydd rhwng y Dre Newydd a Pen y Bont. So felly mae pob gêm yn holl bwysig yn y gyngred yma. Mae gêm y cyfartal, 1 pwynt, mae eisiau rhediad o dwi'n y 2 gêm yn chi'n cael 9 pwynt.
Ie, nawr ni drafod yn hwyrach falle am beth sy'n digwydd lawr yn y gwaelodion, achos gyda 2 yn disgyn, chi'n edrych yn dyrwydd o'n Aberystwyth, mae yna amser poeni yn barod o bosib. Di-sgôr fan hyn, fel o'n i'n sôn, ond mi oedd yna gyffro tu a diwedd, a Declan McManus yn deffro. A'r gêm yn deffro o'r diwedd, Tommy.
Ie, mae'n troi fan hyn, un peth ar ei feddwl efo yna i'w sgorio gol. Oedd hi bod yn dawel, os fi'n hoffi wedi weld ei diwedd y 2 tymor yma, a mae fe yn mynd i fod yn lon llaw i ymddiffyn rhan fwyaf o'r gyngrau'r yma. A fel ni'n gweud, mae'n cael yr ergyd bant fyna, ond arbediad da gan Byrne gweld y bêl yr holl ffordd. Mae
fe chreuwr da, yn amlwg yn chreuwr da, a ni'n sôn, a siarad Anthony Limbrick amdano fe, y dadansoddi maen nhw'n gwneud cyn arwyddo rhywun, ond wedi dod i nabod fe, nabod i gymeriad e, a nhw hefyd yn hoffi'r ffaith bod e'n gyfarwydd ar Quay 3G yn yr Alban. Dim dyna sydd gyda nhw heddi, ond o'n nhw'n gweud o dim angen iddo fe addasu, o'n nhw'n gwybod bod fe'n gallu dod mewn i'r gyngred yn syth. Mae dipyn o beth, dipyn o waith yn mynd mlaen tu ôl y llenni fel chi'n arwyddo rhywun.
Ie, ond beth dwi'n hoffi amdano fe, pam nes i weld yn erbyn y Bari, mae fe'n dod bant o ddi wrth oedd yn ddiffyn, mae'n rhoi problem, mae'n 11 i Connah prawn, beth nhw wedi wneud, mae nhw wedi rhoi chwarae'r tîr blaen o fe fel Disney i arbyd y bêl ddo fewn o fe, felly dwi heb fod mewn effeithiol. Ond mae fe mynd i sgorio goliau, achos gallu wedi cael tair neu beder yn erbyn y Aberystwyth, na ddefethu cyfleon, beth dwi'n hoffi amdano fe, mae fe'n sgorio o'r Llathen, de troedfedd, a na'r gwaniaeth.
Cyn ymwysodwr yn sôn fan yna. Ie, mae pob un yn cyfri, na gyda Tommy.
O'r un glei.
Pwy sy'n mynd i wneud hon i gyfri yn yr ail hanner? Ni wedi edrych ar y bwlch, mae'n amlwg falle Connah sy'n angen y triffwynt, os wy'n mynd i fod yn ddewr.
Ar hyn o bryd fi'n credu, y tîm mwyaf bygythiol yw'r Seintiau Newydd. Maen nhw'n edrych fel bod nhw'n angerus iawn pan maen nhw'n torri yn gyflym o'i hanner ei hun.
Ie, a Neil Erdley yma hefyd sy'n diddorol dros ben. Chwaraewr arall yn cyrraedd uwch gyngrau'r Cymru. Dave Edwards gyda'r bala hefyd. Cofiwch am yr eich bwyntiau gyda llaw lot fawr i ddod o ran Pêl-droed a'r Sgorio dros y penwythnos yma, dros y dyddiau nesaf. 15 fel arfer, wedyn yn hwyrach nos lun, Cymru yn Estonia ar ôl teithio o'r Weriniaeth Siec neithio'r 2 gol o'r un, oedd un gêm wych. Pwynt yn unig i Gymru, sydd yn siomedig, ond y perfformiad yn gampus. Dewch i ni glywed gan rhoi o'r prif cymeriadau.
Absolutely over the moon with the performance. Disappointed that we haven't got the win. I thought we thoroughly deserved it. I think we've created enough chances again to win the game, and that's the only disappointment I've got. I'm really, really proud of the players for the effort they've put in, and for the fans to show their appreciation at the end as well, and for us to go over and the players to go over and thank them for their support I thought was a nice touch as well.
And the players, they kept fighting until the very end. The tactical changes in terms of the subs made a massive impact on the game as well. Does it feel frustrating not to leave with the 3 points because it was such a strong performance?
Yeah, that's what I've said to him in there. You know, we've got to be ruthless when you're on top against good teams. You have to take your chances, and we could have been 2-0 up maybe in the first 20 minutes. But you know, like I said, I'm proud of the performance. I thought it was excellent, and they give me everything they've got. You know, a little bit of, I think the goals we conceded, obviously we can do. We're in control of that. We can do a little bit better, and it goes to show how far we've come. We've come to Prague with a full house against the Czech Republic, and we're disappointed that we're going on with the draw. So it shows how far we've come.
But Soba, sum up how you're feeling for me right now. Your first cap for Wales, it must have been a massive pinch me moment for you.
Yeah, literally, when the manager told me to warm up, I thought, oh no, I could get my chance here. And literally, as soon as he told me I'm coming on the pitch, I was speechless. In my head, I was just like, let me touch the ball. Just let me touch the ball, let me get the first touch out the way, and then after that, I'll be fine. But I was literally so excited, and I hope I done my mum and dad proud.
Dwi'n hapus gyda'r perfformiad. Dwi'n meddwl I ddod o'r cartref yn erbyn tîm gyda'r record mor dda gatre. I chwarae fel hwnna, mae'n dangos beth gallen ni wneud fel tîm. Yn anffodus dim ond yr 1 pwynt. Wrth gwrs, dwi'n biased, ond dwi'n meddwl ni'n heiddi mwy o ran y perfformiad a'r siawns nath ni creu yn y gêm, ond anffodus. Bydd angen ni fynd mewn i'r gemau nesaf a cael y pwyntau yna yn lle.
Alan, Shazam!
Paid y dweud na, paid y cymaru.
Cyn ymwysodol Cymru, Malcolm Allen yn gwylio'r gêm na neithiwr. Just o ran gêm, nes ti fwynhau, nes ti really mwynhau gwylio?
Gêm o'r dwi wedi wylio y Cymru chwarae des blynyddoedd maith. Unod gwella yn Twrci yn yr Euros newy fod yr haf yma. A perfformiad gorau, da ni wedi weld oddi cartra, whereas po fi dim ond sylwebu, dwi'n meddwl. Oherwydd, dim just yr ymroddiad, yr egni, yr ymdrech, ond y ffordd nath o gario'r plan y gêm allan, y cynllun, a dim panics pan nath ni ddwy gol 1 ar ôl y camgymeriad na. Ti'n meddwl pawb yn credu bod ni, gon da I gael rhywbeth allan o'r gêm. Felly, cael o'n ogol yn un peth. Ac na I ddeud, prein ydy'r gema pan ti'n ennill 10 frwydr personol ar y cae a ddim yn ennill. Felly, mae hynna'n deud, efo record gartra fo gyda Weriniau Czech, colli 1 mewn 12, a ti'n meddwl, ni'n mynd I fanna, chwarae fel naethon ni, y peth pwysig gwan di adeiladu ar hynny.
Ie, y gêm I ddod nos fi. Dyn ni'n edrych ar y tabl, achos fel un ma pethau ar hyn o bryd. Dim byd I newid yn y bôn. Cymru dal yno, a chi'n gweld yn glir. Bod Belg yn glir. Mae'n agos dros ben. Amlwg wedi chwarae gêm yn llai. Mae'r Brynedd Czech wedi chwarae 2 gêm yn erbyn Belg. Mae'n gwaniaeth goliau fy'n agos. A dyna fydd y gwaniaeth?
Na, wneud I fynd I lawr i'r gêm ol fan erbyn Gwlad Belg. A gwna ni hanes yn erbyn nhw, does, mwy na unwaith. Da ni adra, bydd y lle'n bownsio. Ond na ni'n ennill y 2 gêm nesaf. Ond dyna fydda ni'n neud I ddechrau. A mynd â hi'r gêm ddwytha, gobeithio ella wneud Gwlad Belg ar ei ail dim, maen nhw drwodd yn barod. A Martinez, gyda fo cysylltiad mawr efo 10 Cymru, does yn Abertawe. Ti'n byth yn gwybod, do? Ond y sicr, mynd â hi'r gêm ddwytha ydy'r peth.
Yr unig, I fod yn dim fod yn ygyddol, I fod yn hollol realistig, dyle fod 4 pwynt yn fwy gan Gymru, dylwn di ennill yn efo'n Estonia, dylwn di ennill neithiwr?
Ti'n ap o fi ebyn rwan, dwi'n mynd edrych yn ôl. Dwi'n ond yn edrych ymlaen, ac dwi'n edrych ymlaen I nos lun rwan. O, mor bwysig. Maen nhw wedi creu safon ar ôl neithiwr, felly, a mae'r chwaraewyr, rhan fwy yn nhw I gon ifanc I godi eto. A beth sy'n dda gweld ydy, edrych ar cymhariaeth o ni rwan I byddwn ni 2-4 mlynedd nôl. Da ni'n pigo allan, Dwi, efo'r Eidal, efo Gwlad Belg, efo Sbaen, efo'r tîm agorau mae I gyd yn Ewrop. Dyn nhw'n mynd y camgymeriadau bach ma sy'n ildio goliau. Os da ni'n cael gwared o heina allan o gêm ni, da ni'n mynd I fod yn andros o dim yn y dyfodol.
A fel o'n i'n cael gol dan I fod, cael gol I roed I, o na, ffric. Bos ddim digwydd eto yn I yrfa.
Ia, mwy na lai, neith o ddim. Ond y peth pwysig ydy bod y positives yn pwyso'n mwy yn uwch, y lot uwch na'r negatif neithiwr I fi. A dwi di anghofio amdano camgymeriad yna rwan oherwydd y ffordd nathon ni yr agwedd ar bob dim yn y gêm yna. oedd un gem berffaith heb law mildio'r 2 gol a Peter gael 3 pwynt wrth gwrs.
Yn clywed y chwiban fan hyn sy'n dynodi fod y chrywyr yn paratoi.
Ella bod ni'n chwarae yn yr ail.
Ar ôl y hanner cyntaf na, falle neith e waniad. Just o ran Estonia no Slin, mae'n mynd fyw o'r S4C. Bydd na newidiadau, Aaron Ramsey'n gallu chwarae 2 gêm mewn 4 diwrnod yn enghraifft?
Dwi'n teimlo rwan, fedrith o fynd efo 4 yn y cefn. A y dyn bach ychwanegol, da ni'n gwybod pwy di hwnnw, Harry Wilson, ar ôl dylanwad gathorod ar y cae neithiwr. Felly, dwi o'n gweld Harry'n dechrau'r gêm yma. Mae ar dan ar y munud, ydych chi'n cadw allan o'r tîm. Felly, 4 yn y cefn a mynd amdani.
Gwych, fi'n edrych lan yn barod.
A fi'n.
Methu aros, gobeithio fydd air hanner fan hyn yn well. Malcolm, diolch yn galon am y cwmni. Malcolm yn mynd nôl i'r pwynt sylwebu. Swaid ni atgoffa chi, fe newn ni tyfedd. Ni atgoffa chi dro'r ôl tro Cymru eto yn Estonia. Y garfan yn teithio o Prague i Tallinn am felly gefnogwr yn neud yr un daith. Gyda llawer cefnogwyr, mae Prague a Tallinn yn bell i ffwrdd. Gobeithio bod chi wedi trefnu pethau'n iawn. A, ni'n dilyn tîm dan 11 Cymru hefyd. Cofiwch, maen nhw mlaen dyn ni hefyd yn wythnos nesaf. Felly honna i ddod, lot o Pêl-droed i ddod. Be sydd i ddod fan hyn? Na'r cwestiwn mawr, di-sgôr ar y regol. Nôl at ni, at Malcolm Allen, pan ni'n gyrraedd. Wrth ochr Nick Parry.
Welcome back to the D-side stadium in Connah's Quay, where the current league leaders TNS are being held by the current league champions 0-0 at half-time, apart from a last-minute shot from McManus. Not a lot of goal-mouth action in the first 45. Like to see plenty more in the next 45, Tom.
Certainly hoping for a better spectacle in this second period.
Just interesting at half-time. I happened to bump into Adrian Chizelvich and said, what do you think? And he said a point wouldn't be a bad result, and that's the way I think TNS have started. Obviously they're trying for the win, but it's Connah's Quay for me, Tom, who need to get the 3 more than just another draw here this afternoon. Routledge, oh, great play, Clark, it's through Clark. Great intervention from Horan. Wonderful play. Most probably the best bit of football and skill all afternoon, and Clark was central to it.
Yeah, initially plays that ball in. Routledge, lovely back heel. Was that going in? I think the keeper probably would have got that. Didn't get any power in his effort, did Clark, but he's the one for me that could break the deadlock here with these runs from midfield.
The corner duo out there again. Brobble, outswinger this time. Keston Davis tries to hook it in. Anthony Limbrick in front of us is asking for a penalty to the 4th official, and a few of the Connah's Quay players are telling TNS.
Yeah, it was Poole.
Just loses his footing.
Poole and Danny Davis it was.
Yeah.
Never a penalty, I don't think.
Not at all.
Quite interesting, the 4th official isn't even wired up to the referee either, is he? So you're wasting your energy having a word with him, Mr. Limbrick.
Oliver Byrne again with one of his thunderous goal kicks. He planted out of play this time. No changes at half-time from either manager, which says they're happy. Oh, it's tremendous closing down from Jamie Insel. He's decided he was after that ball then, and that's what he can be about, Insel. As well as being a fox in a box, he could be a nuisance, Tommy.
Yeah, well, you know, Astel's played his keeper in a little bit of trouble there, to be honest. A little bit casual. Then Harrison thinks he's probably got a bit more time. Lets the ball run across him. Gives enough time for Jamie Insel to get a foot in.
Horan. Byrne. That is back to front as much as you could see. Byrne all the way forward. Davis now down in the corner. Great outball from Davis. Clark, Disney. Think he'll be joining the list of yellows for the afternoon. Quite easy again for the referee to administer the yellow there. Just too late from John Disney.
Yeah, Clark was on his bike there. Got a gallop down. But Davis showed his fitness level, didn't he? He was up front, a few seconds before, back in the right back position, defending.
Davis, back to Harrison. Paul Harrison has been a permanent fixture now at TNS for 15 seasons. As records go, or as players go in this league, Tom, if he's not number one, he's very, very close to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
As a goalkeeper, he's head and shoulders above anything we've ever had, but as a player, he has to be up there.
Well, a very successful player at that as well, to be fair to him.
More European appearances than anybody from this league.
No Connor Roberts is on a bench this afternoon for...
Yeah, that's interesting, whether he's been dragged back in.
He's here. He's warming up, but...
Insel. Oh, it was just a glimpse up from Insel. Mullen against Marriott. Mullen goes to the line, whips it across the front. Astle's in a great position defensively. Danny Holmes may have got away with one there. Holmes, decent crossing, back post, Edwards. Poole, back post, overhits it. Be interesting to see the replay. I think Alan Edwards, there are times where you can just drag your neck back too far, and he's mistimed the header. It was a tremendous ball in from Danny Holmes.
Yeah, I don't think he had enough pace on it though, the cross from Holmes, for Edwards to get the power on it. Doesn't look as if we can have a replay.
Harrison Brobble is having words with the fourth official again. Oh dear, Thomas Owen, Marriott. What interests me, Tom, game after game when you watch TNS, teams press the defenders, but they never press the goalkeeper, and he's one of their better footballers. So it almost kills the press against them.
Yeah.
Mullen. Byrne. Bodies forward. 4 in a line against 4 at the back. First headed is key. Byrne stands it up and puts it right down Astles' neck. Heads it away. Oh, it's a foul from Harrison. Or Edwards, in fact. Contact, says Lee Evans.
No arguments there from Edwards, but...
Wow, if anything else, Harrison is... if Kiefer Moore can lead with the elbow, the big man, Astles, has smashed Edwards on the edge there. Marriott. Astles. Still 26 years of age, Astles. Redmond tries to leave his marker. Lee Evans right in the thick of things at the moment. You're the referee, Tom. You're right, the referee now. From behind, does he touch the player? I just don't think they're allowed anymore, them tackles from behind.
You touch somebody or just give them a nudge. Seems to be a foul.
Byrne to take the free kick. Horan has gone alongside Astles this time. Ooh. Again, a free kick given against Aaron Edwards. Yeah. Sometimes it's not unlucky. You're just giving free kicks away in areas where you shouldn't be giving free kicks away. They could cost them long term here.
He gets tangled up again with Keston Davis there.
Just shoves him in the back as he goes up. I know we have the percentage stats. I tell you what, Tom, today I bet you This is a season high for fouls in a game on Sgorio. We must be in the 20.
Yeah, sort of a little bit niggly. I think Edwards not around for
Harrison.
But he is this afternoon. He's involved in lots of little scraps with his former teammates.
Yeah. Jordan Williams, can he get a run? Williams comes off the left wing back inside. Redmond. Marriott.
Do you think either team substitutions might be key to changing the way this game ends up?
Yeah, oh, definitely. I think if I was Harrison at the moment, I'd be happy. TNS, I'd be happy, but there will be substitutes made. Louis Robles for me. Robles is a fox in a box for TNS, and I could see Robles coming on for Brobble or Williams, because neither has impressed so far this afternoon out wide for the league leaders. And Craig Curran maybe will come on as a striker for either of the Connah's key front two. McManus peels off Horan, gets it wide to Williams. Williams again. That's lack of quality.
What about Neil Eardley, former Welsh international?
Yeah, I don't think he'll be joining the fray today. I don't think he'll come on as a midfielder. He's an out-and-out right-back, isn't he? And Danny Holmes is doing a great job in there. Davis. Routledge. It's just been end-to-end with no real quality in the last third for me, Tom, so far this afternoon.
Well, I can't really disagree with you, Mark. Final ball in the box.
You know, we haven't seen no rampaging runs from Danny Davis and Chris Marriott. Chris Marriott in front of us getting on the ball now. I don't think we've seen him deliver a cross from the left-hand side all afternoon, and that is as rare as you like. That's as, you know, he usually bombs forward. Williams, Owens again wins a battle between himself and Williams. Astles. Great ball, Clark again. Brobble, chance here for Brobble. Brobble! So often bends him into the far corner there. Showed the defender the wrong way. It's on for the far stick. Puts it wide. And now you could tell by his face and his expressions how disappointed he is.
Yeah, certainly. Clark, lovely ball. He tries to curl it, but he gets it awfully wrong. Does Brobble hit it with the, I think, the inside of his foot, really, on the other side. So, or maybe he's blaming the ball now.
Well, I think, Tom, out of the 20 outfield players on the park in that position, were you or Cymru Premier fans to pick any player to finish that move then, that would have been Ryan Brobble.
Yeah, I can disagree.
Wide of the target, and no doubt a big chance.
I think Insel and Harrison will be a little bit disappointed with Burns' delivery.
Yeah, it's too flat and too far. And it's just giving the ball back to TNS.
Yeah.
Jamie Insel in front of us then was really getting peeved by the long, flat kick again. Astles. McManus. First 10 minutes of this second half, I just think they're starting to put their stamp on this, Tom, TNS. They're more comfortable on the ball, and they're starting to pen the home team back in. Astles, Redmond, McManus. Oh, spins his marker so easily. McManus through ball. Off the ball action.
Look, the penalty to me there, Mark.
Penalty has been awarded. Took 30 seconds to award the penalty. Had a long time to think about it, Lee Evans. That is a strange one to say the least.
Well, he either gave it straight away.
I think he's had information off the linesman. They are mic'd up. The linesman is mic'd up. And I think he's either given it or he's given a dive. Interesting, Tom. This is a real key point in this game.
Yeah, they run across Marriott there. and it's Williams.
It's no penalty.
No.
Williams throws himself to the ground after bumping into Mullen.
And it's wrong.
Definitely no penalty for me. He's dived. It looks like he's dived just with a brush, and he looks up. He didn't even look up with intent. He didn't look up with intent, so that's very, very interesting. Mullen, I think, can be a little unlucky there, but it's McManus, Declan McManus, with a chance to open the scoring. McManus versus Byrne. Rifles it into the right-hand corner of the net. It's McManus with the penalty goal. It's Connah's Quay 0, TNS 1. And that will be talked about for hours and hours.
Well, no mistake from the penalty spot by McManus. Absolutely terrific penalty. No chance for Oliver Byrne in the goal, but a controversial penalty to say the least from referee Lee Evans. Or was it his linesman? I'm not sure. It's impossible for the linesman to see if there's a trip from where he was positioned. That's a certainty.
Yeah, well, for the length of time it was taken, it was
given. Yeah,
given.
It was the linesman that gave it.
Has to be contact from the linesman.
Yeah, well, how can you say from there it was a trip or not?
Well,
impossible, Mark.
The linesman was Jonathan Bryant. Connah's Quay, the champions. First goal they conceded at home against TNS. For 3 games.
Certainly was an emphatic finish from the spot.
Oh, dispatched a penalty.
Looked like a frustrated player taking that penalty.
Puts him at the 7 league goals, 13 in all with his European goals. So his £60,000 is starting to look good.
Oh, he's certainly been a great signing, I think, for the new Saints.
Started the move as well, Tom, when he spun his marker Horan in midfield.
Yeah. Redmond, little nudge in the back there.
As a neutral, the game needed a goal.
Certainly did.
Almost an hour on the clock. McManus' goal gives TNS a 1-0 lead. Chris Owens fires it across. Harrison punches clear. On the edge, Danny Holmes, unaccustomed to regularly finding the net. Holmes flashes one over the bar.
Yeah, Danny Holmes be really disappointed there with that effort.
Well, obviously, Tom, there's no VAR in the Cymru Premier League, and for the English viewers, I usually put you on the spot, and your VAR verdict is
no penalty.
Yeah, I'd have to agree as well, mate.
The only thing I'd say, Mark, is I thought it was a penalty initially. It looked like a trip from our vantage point. You just see it here now, Mark. I think you just see him coming across here now. No, it's a complete dive.
He's flung himself to the ground.
Yeah.
Mullen is not even interested in what has happened. I think you could just tell by the way Jordan Williams whips his neck round and has a look at the ref really early.
Yeah. Like I said, from the angle the linesman looked at it, Lee Evans should have given that initial straight away, didn't he? Like you said, Mark, he waited, 3 or 4 seconds. I think that's not a penalty. He hasn't given it.
It's always a big call when a linesman intervenes, and for me, the linesman has to be, which he may be in his own mind, 100% certain that it was a penalty. And hey, we all make mistakes in football. Goalkeepers, strikers, as it was highlighted last night.
Yeah, but the thing is, Mark, Connah's Quay, when things are going against you, they tend to go against you all the time, don't they?
Redmond looking to put up it again here. Redmond, great ball out to Williams. Williams with a chance to get it to Owens. Owens makes the block once again. Tough period at the moment for Craig Harrison.
But it certainly was a great turn by McManus. Left George Horan for dead, didn't he? In the build-up to that.
I think we've seen him doing that against Barry a couple of weeks ago, and you were highlighting that in the same game to say how well McManus, as a 9, you had periods when Harry Kane started doing it for Tottenham and England and the likes last season, when he dropped deep because it wasn't happening up the top. It's another avenue.
Yeah.
Marriott flick to the back post.
He's been a big difference, though, I think, this season for the new Saints. He's been a really key signing for them. I think they've obviously done their homework, haven't they, on him before they signed him. And
yeah, absolutely. The linesman in view again. So what is going on off camera? There are a lot of shots, obviously, at the moment on the referee and linesman, more than we normally have. So interesting. Make your own mind up if you're watching. Yeah, don't forget, Tom, Declan McManaman, by the way, Aberdeen in the Scottish Premier League, Dunfermline, big, he's played for big Scottish clubs, and they've obviously seen him last season. They wanted to get him. They've paid £60,000, and if that £60,000 gets you a league title, it's not such a massive figure. Davis, another summer signing. They're 2 years without the title. Mike Harris, of course. Quay said he wants his title back. Hooked in, Poole. Horan hooks away. And again, just turning the screw here, TNS.
Look in total control here at the moment, Mark, to be fair. I just can't envisage how Connah's going to score a goal.
There it is, the Connah's Quay dugout. That's like a London bus. That's like a packed London bus. Now, how many people can you get in a dugout? Davis to Harrison. Mullen now dropping deeper. Poole dropping deeper. And I think they've just changed to 4-1-4-1 in front of us here, Tom, Connah's Quay. Callum Morris is just playing in front of the back four. Jamie Insel has swapped positions with Declan Poole on the left wing. And they've dropped into a 4-1-4-1. I think Harrison thinks he's just getting overrunning there at the moment.
You can't disagree with him there. There's McManaman dropping off again.
Before me there, if I was Harrison now, I'd change Horan and Disney, and I would make Disney mark McManus because he got the legs to go in with him. If he's dragging Horan in, he's opening gaps in your defence.
Yeah, and Joe's got that.
And there he is again.
That yellow card he's had in the first half as well.
Redmond. Marriott, Clark. Mullen is so often being seen in the wrong half for Connah's Quay purposes. I just think he has to get Craig Curran on. One or two changes, definitely. It's just not happening at the moment. Harrison with a flick. Brobble. McManus. Good hold-up play again. Playing with a bit more quality since half-time, Tom, TNS.
Yeah, they're totally in control of that football, Mark. Just playing at will, really. And at the moment, Connah's Quay can't get near them.
Aaron Edwards just jogging back in. Poole has gone from, like I said, left side to centre. And TNS are just toying with the ball at the moment.
The only thing I'd say, Mark, is they don't really look like adding to that scoreline either, do they? They're still playing in front of them, but as I said, well in control.
Well, when you're 10 points ahead of a team, you're a goal up on a team. You're not going to... You're going to make them earn it now. You're going to pass it around all afternoon. And they're playing good stuff. Marriott. Williams whips it across into the hands of Byrne. Jordan Williams, the man involved in the biggest incident of this game so far. We pointed out Ben Clark in the first half, Tom, and you mentioned... Oh, that's feet high. Definitely feet high from Astles. I don't think you can argue with Aaron Ryan, because you're a big lad. Your foot was about 5'7" then. You can't argue that one. Tommy, that would have gone over your head.
Absolutely. I'd have gone through his legs. But the thing is, surely that's dangerous play. That's the yellow card.
He's pulling him from behind. The foot is as high, and Still saying to him, no way. It's one of those free kicks Connah's Quay have to take advantage of. Owens and Poole. Be a great time to get a goal back for the Nomads. Poole again with the fake first one. Owens stands up to the back post. Chance Edwards.
Oh.
Beat his man in the air, Davis, but just guided it over the bar. The anguish on Aaron Edwards' face.
Yeah, good set play though. Owens, great delivery. Obviously off the training ground there. Gets up well. Possibly should have headed back across the goal.
Yes, got to head it back across the goal there. Yeah. But at present, you would think that would be the only way Connah's Quay can get back in this game. McManus is key to everything TNS are doing in the second period. He's just that wall they're lending it up to, and he's always giving it back to him. And again, Williams gets a shot off. Holmes. Marriott. Astles back across to Davis. Keston Davis and Ryan Astles definitely underworked in this half.
The one thing about Harrison, you know, he's, inverted commas, replaced Michael Wilde. Well, you can't really replace a Michael Wilde, inverted commas. But what he doesn't give Connah's Quay, he doesn't run the channels. He's very static as a striker for me.
Connah's Quay dugout as well. We have, you know, there's no way we cannot talk about the Connah's Quay dugout. Morrison, of course, expressed himself so vocally to his players about what he wanted from them. Whether Craig's a different type of man in that box, but it hasn't seen a lot of communication with Jay Catton either so far. Great ball in. Byrne collects.
Be interesting to see if Limerick makes any changes. Ryan Brobble there. It's that final ball again. You know, that was a disappointing cross mark.
Yeah, the strange one for me is Jamie Insel playing on the left wing now. Disney will look for Harrison with the first. Yeah.
It's too
lost their shape completely at the moment.
It's too easy, Mark.
Yeah. Team full of confidence. Top of the league. Just one draw this season at Pennebont, where Declan McManus equalised 5 minutes from the end. Redmond.
Don't forget that defeat at Penryn Coch in the Nathaniel Cup.
That's right. No disrespect there to Penryn Coch, and a brilliant victory. McManus. Oh, Marriott onside. Stand up to the back post. There's your centre forward, Tom. Jamie Insel. You're 1-0 down with 19 minutes to go, and he's right back in the left back slot. Jay Catton, in fact, is just stood alongside Craig Harrison now, communicating. Clark flashes one across the front. It's not the best thing he's done today, Ben Clark, but he's been a good deputy for Leo Smith so far today.
Yeah, I think he may well hang on to that shirt when Smith returns. Been full of endeavour, that's for sure.
Yeah, but just to express it again, Tom, that's Ben Clark on the edge of Connah's Quay's box. Who was marking him? Jamie Insel.
Yeah.
Byrne. Harrison. This is where we want Insel in the last third. He goes to ground, gets his team a free kick. And they've got to make these set plays pay now, Connah's Quay, because they're not getting much from open play.
Davis, again, showing a winger's tackling ability. I think Craig Curran might well be about to join the fray.
Earlier on in the game, we spoke about, I did anyway, that Connah's Quay would be desperate for 3. They would take 1 point with open arms at the moment. Poole whips it across the front. Astles aerially is just about as good as it gets in this league. Mullen, ball inside. Harrison, can he get the shot off? Redmond, 34 years of age, Harrison. Plenty of experience, just hasn't happened for him yet. Craig Curran, it is warming up. Davis, Keston Davis.
Yeah, Jordan Davis, I think they're getting a double substitution here, Mark. Curran and Davis coming on, Jordan Davis.
See, when you're 1-0 down, the centre-half can be allowed to run out at his own tempo and just take his time with his first pass. You've got to press teams when you're 1-0 down with 15 minutes left. Williams, late tackle. Horan already on a yellow. Interesting. Horan holds his hands up. Referee calls him across. Maybe a final warning shot. No, that is 5 yards in front of the linesman and 5 yards in front of the referee. Horan on a yellow.
Oh, that's not a bad foul, is it?
Drags it. Marriott again travels to the right hand side to whip one in left footed. Brobble the other option. .74 minutes on the clock at the Deeside Stadium. Marriott. McManus with the guided header, goes behind the bar. Substitution to be made. Yeah, it's a decent substitution. It's Harrison, hasn't really worked out for the big man so far this afternoon. His place will be taken by Craig Curran.
15 minutes left, so enough time to make an impression. Craig Curran.
As soon as he goes on, he's going to pass some information on to Jamie Insall.
Looks as if,
yeah, Insall, obviously, I think they'll go back to 4-4-2, how they started. They started the game really well in the first quarter of an hour. Edwards, Curran. A bit more aggression from Curran, that's what he's about.
Yeah, Chilovic, he's about to join his teammates. Like I said, Jordan Williams probably for me, or Brobble will probably make way.
You can lose great players, Tom, from teams. Question just to pose to you. How difficult is it, would you say, to lose your best player or a manager who's guided you so much over the last 3 or 4 seasons?
Well, I'd think it's like when Alex Ferguson walks out of Old Trafford. That's the kind of job. He's been so successful. You're going to replace him and you've got to win some more trophies. That is a massive job.
So it's incredibly difficult.
I think this one, it's not impossible because, you know, Craig Harrison, he needs time, he needs a bit of luck, and he needs the backing. You need all those things, and most of all, you need lots of luck.
Neil Eardley, thanks for that answer there, Tom. Ex-Welsh international Neil Eardley comes on to replace Jamie Insall. Strange one, but 1-0 behind. You've taken off your 2 centre forwards, and you've put your centre half up as a centre forward by the look of it. Horan is in the centre forward position. Davis. Curran again. His first tackle is a rash tackle.
Well, I'm not quite seeing what's happening here team-wise.
Yeah, well,
why?
Here's one for you, Tom. If you've only scored 6 goals in the season, like we said, we haven't scored any. Does that sum up that when you're taking off your 2 forwards, Insall and Harrison, when you're 1-0 behind?
And you put a 39-year-old centre-half at centre-forward? Wow. That's very...
That's another play.
Mark, that is very brave management, that is.
And it is George Holland who's staying up the top, alongside Craig Curran. Aaron Edwards has gone into a 10 role, and Mullen and Poole have come more central. Morris. Burns' kick now should be met with something at the other end if Curran and Horan are waiting for it.
No.
Horan goes through. Horan, can he be one? Oh, he breaks offside.
I can't work this one out, because you want to get on the right side of players, don't you, as a manager, when you take over. He takes his 2 strikers off, who've been feeding on crumbs, or been fed crumbs, and then you put your centre half and centre forward. Wow.
Yeah, it's definitely, there's no way anybody could disagree with that, Tom, and with what you're saying and what I was beginning to say. It is definitely a strange decision. George Horan, 39 years of age, replacing an ex-Scottish Premier League forward, Insel. Plenty of times, by the way, I've chucked the centre half up when I've been in trouble as a manager, and it's paid. So let's see what happens. Poole, Declan Poole. Plenty of bodies in the box at present. Morris fires it in, headed away by Astles. Mullen gets a shot off.
Half a chance there for Mullen. But it's been far too easy for Astles at centre-back this afternoon for the New Saints. Every cross, he's just eating everyone up.
Yeah, he just hasn't been put under pressure. The ball drops there. Mullen doesn't catch it sweetly. Goes wide of the right-hand post. Harrison will be in no rush. Horan and Curran press on. Harrison kicks long. Eardley. Danny Holmes. Every free kick will be key now. Edwards. Eardley stands it up to Horan. Horan gets the knockdown. It's a great knockdown from Horan. Astles heads away. There will be chances on the break. There's that McManus again peeling off the forward. The game hasn't flowed with football in class this afternoon, Tom. It has been a scrappy affair, but it'll be a scrappy affair which puts TNS 13 points clear of last season's champions at the end of the game, unless anything changes. 10 points is a mountain. 13 points is Everest.
Well, absolutely. There's no way that they'll make that up, Mark. Again, Danny Davis giving a cheap free kick away there against Declan Poole. But they're still in this game, Mark. Still, rescue a point.
Adrian Chiselvich.
Gets the yellow card, not 4.
Holmes. Poole. Nomads throwing 7 or 8 bodies forwards. It has to go in from Poole. Eardley from the right diag. Horan in there waiting. Mullen. Edwards leaves his man Williams. Pass in. Morris pulls it back. Good movement from Connah's Quay. The best football they've played all afternoon there. Definitely opened up the TNS defence there. Final ball was cut out. Corner. Connah's Quay.
Yeah, good bit of skill by Edwards there. Releases just went a little bit away from him, a little bit less pace on that ball, and Morris could have, connected with an effort.
Chris Owens. Whips it to the back post, Owens. Yeah, you can't afford to waste them type of deliveries in this time of the game, or at any time in the game. Holds his hand in the air, Owens. He'll know he's very disappointed with that delivery.
That is so frustrating for Craig Harrison. You want, to put TNS under pressure, under defensive pressure. It's been far too easy from the set plays. Astles has probably, like I said earlier, eaten most of them up.
Harrison has been present in the dugout, though, Tom, for the last 3 to 4 seasons. So, he knows everything about these players. And you know, I don't think he has to, with 6 league titles under his belt as well, I don't think he has to build their trust. Surely as a coach, you know, he's coached them alongside Andy Morrison.
Well, he's been complicit, hasn't he, in their success over the last few seasons, so, yeah. But again, you know, sometimes, Mark, you know, players, how have they reacted to his appointment? Who knows? I mean, unless you're on the inside, there's no guarantee, is there, that they're happy with that? Maybe they're not.
Byrne gets it wrong. Byrne just clears it out to play. Louis Robles will be brought on for TNS with 7 minutes to go. Jordan Williams can expect to see herself, I think, all over the Sgorio highlights on Monday evening, because that is the key point in the game at the moment, and that'll be a point that will be talked about all weekend in Connah's Quay and in TNS. Redmond being pressed well by Curran. The linesman just put the flag up. I think everybody thought it was for a red ball then. Marriott, no rush from the experienced left back. There'll be 6 or 7 of these TNS players, Tom. It'll be really key to get this victory this afternoon. Having said they haven't won here for 4 seasons. Brobel takes on Danny Holmes. Holmes gets half the man and half the ball.
That is a foul every day of the week, isn't he? He took him out there, absolutely.
Here's the replay again. He misses the ball completely and takes the man out. Just may have got away with one there, Danny Holmes. The big man up for TNS to see if they could seal the deal. Astles, Keston Davis, waiting for the delivery from Brobel. Brobel, headed away by Craig Curran. Mullen. Yeah, that will be one of the most wasteful yellow cards. Louis Robles. Why? Why?
You wanted to kill 10 seconds, Mark. I think actually Lee Evans saved Oliver Byrne there because he smashed the ball to nobody.
Had some real entertaining encounters of late. The Bala and Flint game in quality and passion and goals was miles ahead of this afternoon, but this is a top of the league clash usually. A lot more pressure on this game. Horan, Astles again, the brick wall at the back. It's been hard to break down. Mullen. Interesting and surprising from me, Tom, is Jamie Mullen hasn't gone round the outside of Chris Marriott all afternoon.
No.
And that, to me, that's testament to Marriott as being a cultured defender. Not the quickest, but he hasn't let Mullen go round him all afternoon. Interesting to see Malcolm Allen's man of the match again this afternoon.
That's a highlight every week, Mark. Oh, it's a needless foul again by Curran.
Yeah, Curran's come on and he's been aggressive since joining. This point, these 3 points could put TNS 7 points clear before this afternoon's games, which will be kicking off in 5 minutes. Bala, you would expect the banker of the day against Kevin Druids.
100%, Mark.
Nothing's 100%, Tom. Not even Bala against the Druids.
That is.
Eardley. Davis. Still plenty going on off the ball between Davis and Horan. Little bit. Whoa, plenty going on. I said,
Davis has been wounding him up all since he came on.
If the referee's seen this, they've clashed heads about 3 or 4 times. If either linesman's got this, Horan and Davis could be in trouble because they're both on yellow cards.
Yeah.
They will both be on red cards at any minute now.
Yeah.
Red card, red card.
Yeah, and it's his fault. It's Davies' fault. He's trying to, be a clever boy, and I handled George Horan absolutely daft. What a silly young man.
I think for me it's a little bit 50-50. If you watch them, they're at each other.
Yeah.
Horan's got him round the back of the neck there. Davies pushes him away. Shadow boxing. When they lock heads, no option for the referee.
Yeah.
Davies stood up for himself. Horan has said, I'm not having it, I'm the governor. Ultimately, smart decision by the referee. And the players can't argue that one, Tommy.
I don't know, definitely not. They can't argue it, Mark. But I'm telling you, when he went up front, first of all, Keston Davies tried to be the big I am. I'm the big centre half. I'm a fantastic player. I'll show you how to... Yeah. And he's let himself down. What a daft young man.
Just got back on the side as well, Keston Davies, and he has been playing well of late. Baker, Eardley. Holmes, Danny Holmes. Holmes. No Horan in there to aim at first time now. Edwards is in there though. Redmond. Owens. Eardley. It's got to go in. John Disney forward. Almost everybody forward for the Nomads now. Owens drives through. Touch from Mullen. Robles. Foul just on the edge of the area. Could be the last and most important part of this game.
Yeah. 89 minutes. We've got the scoreline wrong there, have they?
Scoreline is wrong in the corner of the...
Maybe one red each of us should have been probably.
Unless somebody has seen this free kick flash in 30 seconds before. It's TNS 1, Connah's Quay Nomads 0, and there's 6 minutes added. I think that will just about show you how untidy and how many fouls have been given in this game. Declan Poole, for me, from this angle. Just see the ball around the side of Robles from you. We're right behind this. Owens. Well, that's just a
team
back pass. Absolute back pass.
Got to get some venom behind those. You're not going to beat a keeper of Harrison's quality with a free kick like that.
Fantastic record over the last couple of seasons, Connah's Quay Nomads. And they're still a very tough team to beat, especially on their own patch. So this would be a big scalp for TNS. And over the period of the 90 minutes, they've just about earning it.
Oh, definitely, Mark. Yeah, they are the better side. Although, neither side have created a host of opportunities.
Redmond. It's been impressive, Redmond. Disney. Redmond gets the tackle in. They've only conceded 2 goals in their last 7 games, TNS. So defensively, they're doing really well. Great ball, Danny Holmes. Early, just couldn't get into the gap, but Baker hits it out. Long throw, I think, forecast, Danny Holmes.
Yeah. Need to get the ball in the box on it. See if they can muster one mistake out of the New Saints' defence.
Yeah, they've lost their best man in the air, George Horan. Morris, Aaron Edwards will be the one attacking this, I think, if he's going to throw it in long. Short it goes. Owens will take a touch. Owens, flat, but not past the tower, which is Ryan Astles. Neil Eardley. Back to Oliver Byrne. Owens. Owens into the mixer. Marriott again. Marriott wouldn't be far off my man of the match, by the way. It's kept Jamie Mullen quiet all afternoon. And his defensive duties in the first period as well, Tom, when that ball was flashed into the far post, have been excellent. Edwards. Marriott again. Aaron Edwards just leaves one in.
Well, hasn't been probably an easy birthday game for Lee Evans.
I think the main talking point is going to be, and we know it's going to be, all about the penalty. That's what football's all about. We've had no 25-yard volley or no bullet header to be the difference between the two teams. The difference between the two teams is a 12-yarder, and a hotly disputed 12-yarder.
Yeah, probably given by the assistant referee.
Redmond. Eardley. Back to Byrne. Byrne. Eardley to Holmes. Just can't get it away at the moment. Eardley. Fires it clear.
Oh.
Offside given against Craig Curran.
That's a good defensive line though by the New Saints there. Stepped up really early.
It's a game being finished as a 10-a-side game. George Horan and Keston Davis leaving the referee with no option, by the way, Tom.
No, absolutely.
It carried on too long.
Yeah, definitely.
Harrison has to go down in the corner. Don't think he'd be putting this down the middle. There it goes, wide as you like. Great leap from Chiselvich and Poole. Free kick. Handball against Chiselvich, so one last.
There's still a couple of minutes left, Mark.
Long distance kick. Minute and 20 seconds left. Connah's Quay pile bodies forward. Byrne to launch it forward to the edge of the Connah's Quay box. Astles again dominant aerially. Free kick there given against Declan McManus.
That's nothing foul. The referee might as well let play go there.
Byrne. No way can he rush it. If anything, Holmes should have took it and the goalkeeper should have gone forward. With his height, 6'3", 4". In it goes from Byrne. Edwards with the first flick. Chance! Oh! He sealed the deal! Declan Poole fires in and equalises in the last 30 seconds of the game. It's a long ball from Oliver Byrne. Bounces back down. And hang on a minute. Linesman has called the referee over.
Oh, this is
again,
real controversy.
It should be a massive decision. At present, it's Connah's Quay 1, TNS 1. A Declan Poole equaliser. Lee Evans goes over to Ian Bird.
Yes, definitely
and
disallowed.
A disallowed goal. Absolutely unbelievable. Controversy to the last minute.
Well, what?
It's been awarded. It's been awarded.
Oh,
he's offside, but he's not interfering. I don't think it's John Disney.
No,
that's what Paul Harrison wants.
He said he's in front. He's been disallowed, Mark.
It's been disallowed. It's been disallowed. Final whistle. Absolutely unbelievable. Controversy to the last minute. It hasn't been the most exciting game of football, but it'll be talked about for a long time. Declan McManus' goal gives TNS, the league leaders, a 1-0 win against champions Connah's Quay. Look forward to the highlights on Sgorio on Monday evening. Final score: Connah's Quay Nomads 0, the New Saints 1.
No, it was too quick. Too quick.
Dyma mae hynny yn ei olygu. Felly, drychwch ar y bwlch na Seintiau Newydd wedi croesi'r 20 pwynt yn glir, 7 pwynt yn glir. O'r ail safle ar hyn o bryd, y balach ar y drwyddon cefn pnawn yma. Byddwch chi'n tybio bod yna'n driftpwynt yn dod fyna. Cei Connah yn bell tu ôl nawr am fwlch. Mae hwnna'n drefiadol dros bren. Triffpwynt ar 10 rhwng y pencampwyr a'r Seintiau Newydd. Mae yna ddadle dwl yn mynd mlaen wrth ochr y cae gyda llaw. Ddau reolwr ddim yn hapus am wahanol resymau. Mae rheolwr y Seintiau Newydd yn ymuno gyda fi. Anthony Limbrick yn cyrraedd fan hyn. As we get the microphone to you, thank you very much for joining us. It got a bit heated by the end there, but how big are those 3 points for your team?
Yeah, I think they are really big, and I think we deserved them. There's no doubt about that. I thought it started off quite tight and cagey in the first half, which I thought it was always going to be. Tight pitch, long grass, tried to stop us from playing, and they did a good job to be. I think once we opened up a bit and got our passing game going, I thought we had the better chances in the first half. They had a few set plays and went long as they do and got some territory, but I thought second half we played some really good football and probably should have got the second goal there.
Very, very cagey between both teams. I suppose shouldn't be a massive surprise, but did it go as the way is that what you expected today coming here?
We did expect that. I don't think it's ever going to be easy here. There's a lot of players that were here that were from last year. They're competitors, they're winners, Connah's Quay, and we're just happy. But look, we've clearly improved. We want to get better, we want to improve, and I think if you're going to win the league this year, then you've got to come to places like this and sometimes grind it out and see it out, and that's what we did in the end.
Your first win against them, I know it's only 2 games, but it must be nice to get your first win against them. First win for the new Saints here in a few seasons as well. 13 points clear from Connah's Quay. Is that it?
Yeah, I mean, look, I thought that was important to get the win here for the team and for the club, because you're right, we hadn't won here for a while. We didn't want it to be a thing that kept happening and we came here and we get a draw, and we thought that it could have been a draw for long periods. Obviously there was the goal at the end there, which I didn't think was a free kick to start with, but we can talk about that later on. But yeah, look, listen, we're pleased with 3 points and we'll move on to what's a big game on Tuesday, Bala.
Yeah, you're in the middle of an interesting run of games as well, so it's nice to get that one out of the way.
Yeah, of course, yeah. We don't want to get them out of the way, but we want to perform well, and we've got areas that we need to improve on, and definitely we need to do that. We need to play better on Tuesday night and leading into the games moving forward.
Anthony, thanks for your time after a very interesting finish to that game. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Rheolwr y Seintiau Newydd gyda ni, Anthony Limbrick. Mae yna mwy o Pêl-droed I ddod nos Lyn. 57 yr S4C Cymru yn Estonia ar ôl y gêm hynod na yn y Weriniaeth Siec. Neswn ni fwynhau'r gêm. Falle ddim yn canlyniad gymaint, pwynt yr unig fan yna, a mae'r rheolwr y Seintiau Newydd wedi ymuno gyda ni nawr. Craig Harrison has joined us. Craig, thank you so much for coming over after, well, you must be bitterly disappointed with the result and the way it all finished as well.
Yeah, definitely. I thought it was a very, very close game. I don't think there was anything in it. I think a draw would have been a fair result, to be honest, on reflection. It's a penalty. I've not seen whether it actually is a penalty, and I've had the chance to review it back, but he's given the penalty, and I'm not too sure it is. And then the goal at the end that we've had disallowed, the linesman has said he's interfering with play, but it's clearly, I haven't seen it completely, so I can't make a total judgment. I can't commit my whole self, but it's went in the bottom corner, so how's he got in the line of ball? I don't know. And the linesman stand from a side angle, so he's not standing head on. But they've given it now. We've got to get on with it, accept it. And I thought we performed reasonably well. We could do better, but disappointed about the result.
Does that sum up the way things have been going for Connah's Quay over the last few weeks? Luck-wise, you got injuries, nothing's going your way at the minute.
Yeah, no, it's not. You think you got a little bit of luck then. We had a goal conceded in the 88th minute last week where we'd done enough to win the game, and obviously we haven't just done enough today. But I think performance-wise, the lads give everything. It's all we can ever ask. We could be better, yes, but the lads give everything.
I've got to ask as well, is that it? As far as the chase for the title goes, 13 points behind the new Saints?
We're a long way from the end of the title race, so let's get on with it. We just need to concentrate on Tuesday then Friday.
Craig, thanks for coming over right at the end as well. Interesting problem. Finish to the game, but thanks for your time as usual, Craig. Thanks very much.
No problem, thank you.
Rheolwr.
Thank you.
Connah, fan yna. Craig Harrison yn amlwg yn siomedig dros ben. Oedd hi'n ddifur, dim difur falle'r gair, reit wrth ochr y cae. Y ddau rheolwr yn ganryll ar ddiwedd y gêm am wahanol resymau gyda'r penderfyniadau. Just dangos gymaint mae hyn yn ei olygu iddyn nhw, ond wedi gorffen o blaid y Seintiau Newydd. O gol I ddim. Un gol, triffwynt enfawr i'r Seintiau. Triffwynt ar 10 yn glir o Gay Connah nawr. 7 pwynt yn glir cyn I gemau'r pnawn mae ddechrau. Gyn I weld beth ddigwydd. Dilynwch Sgorio, wrth gwrs gwefannau cymdeithasol I gael holl goliau ac holl ymateb o penwythnos o uwch gyngred Cymru i'r tîm rhyngwladol. Byddwn ni'n dilyn y cyfan. Diolch am eich cwmni, pnawn ma. Cofiwch byddwn ni'n ôl nos Lyn ar S4C. A uchafbwyntiau hefyd I chi'n, ond I chi cyn fy hir. Tara.
Mae wedi rhoi honno yn ei lle'n berffaith.
Job dda. Screwfix yn nodi Pêl-droed ar S4C.